Modern country meets timeless English cottage charm. Thrifting and styling cozy interiors. Hey there, lovely people. I'm Emma, and welcome back to Decor, where we explore all things cozy, charming, and timeless in home design. Today, I want to take you on a journey that blends the warmth of modern country style with the timeless elegance of an English cottage, a perfect fusion of rustic charm and refined beauty. If you love thrifting, vintage treasures, and styling your interiors with heartwarming details, then you're in the right place. We'll talk about how to achieve this dreamy aesthetic, layer in cozy textures, and bring secondhand finds to life in a way that feels effortlessly curated and deeply personal. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfy, and let's dive into the magic of modern country meets timeless English cottage charm. There's something truly special about the way modern country interiors embrace simplicity while keeping that warm, lived-in feel. When paired with English cottage charm, you get a space that is both functional and incredibly inviting. Picture soft linen curtains catching the breeze, a rustic wooden table worn with age, and antique floral teacups resting on open shelving. The key to achieving this balance lies in selecting pieces that tell a story. Thrift stores, flea markets, and estate sales hold treasures waiting to be rediscovered. Whether it's an old farmhouse bench, a delicate lace tablecloth, or a vintage oil painting, these elements add that unmistakable sense of history that defines an English cottage-inspired home. One of my favorite ways to blend these two styles is through neutral palettes with gentle pops of color. Think creamy whites, soft grays, warm taupes, and hints of sage green or dusty blue. This allows the space to feel airy and light, while still inviting that cozy, nostalgic touch. Layering is also essential. Mixing weathered wood with plush textiles, like knitted throws or floral upholstery, creates a look that feels collected over time. The trick is to keep things balanced. Too much modern minimalism and you lose the coziness. Too much vintage, and it might feel cluttered. By carefully curating each piece, you create a home that feels effortlessly styled, yet deeply personal. Let's talk about furniture selection, because this is where the magic truly happens. The foundation of a modern country meets English cottage home starts with timeless pieces that carry character. A well-loved farmhouse dining table, a wingback chair with faded floral fabric, or an antique hutch filled with stacked plates and woven baskets. These are the elements that make a house feel like a home. But don't be afraid to mix old with new. A sleek modern sofa can sit beautifully beside a thrifted coffee table, and an updated light fixture can elevate a space without sacrificing its charm. It's all about blending functionality with aesthetics, creating a space that feels lived in yet thoughtfully designed. Now, if you want to bring in authentic English cottage charm, look no further than vintage textiles and patterns. Floral prints, delicate lace, and hand-woven fabrics instantly add a romantic countryside feel. I love draping a vintage quilt over the end of a bed, or swapping out modern pillows for ones with classic ticking stripes. Another fantastic touch? Layering rugs with texture. A faded Persian rug under a jute runner can ground the space beautifully. The idea is to let each piece add depth and warmth, creating an interior that feels soft, welcoming, and nostalgic. No English cottage-inspired home is complete without a touch of nature. Whether it's a rustic wicker basket filled with fresh lavender, a collection of vintage terracotta pots housing trailing ivy, or even dried flowers hung from wooden pegs, Nature adds that effortless, time-worn beauty that defines cottagecore aesthetics. A wooden farmhouse table adorned with a simple linen runner and a vase of wildflowers can instantly transform a space into something that feels truly special. And if you're lucky enough to have a fireplace, a stack of cut firewood next to it can double as both functional storage and a rustic decorative element. Lighting is another key ingredient in achieving this look. Soft, ambient lighting is a must for capturing the cozy charm of a country cottage. Swap out harsh overhead lights for warm-toned table lamps, wall sconces, or even vintage-inspired chandeliers. Candlelight is another wonderful way to create an inviting atmosphere. Nothing beats the glow of a flickering candle on a cool evening. And if you can thrift a few antique brass candlesticks or a vintage candelabra, even better. These small details add layers of warmth and authenticity to your home, making it feel like a sanctuary. When it comes to styling, don't be afraid to embrace imperfection. One of the most beautiful things about this aesthetic is its natural lived-in look. A slightly chipped ceramic bowl, a mismatched set of vintage china, or an old wooden stool with worn paint. These are the details that bring charm and character. The goal isn't perfection, but rather a space that tells a story. Let your personality shine through by mixing in heirloom pieces, handmade pottery, or framed botanical prints. Every little detail should feel like it belongs, adding to the cozy, collected feel of your home. At the heart of it all, creating a modern country meets English cottage home is about more than just decorating. It's about curating a space that feels warm, timeless, and deeply personal. It's about choosing pieces that have history, embracing the beauty of secondhand finds, and layering textures and patterns that bring joy. Whether you're starting fresh or just adding a few cottage-inspired elements to your space, the key is to approach decorating with intention and creativity. Let your home evolve naturally, and don't be afraid to take your time sourcing the perfect vintage treasures. So, if you've been dreaming of a home that feels like a page out of a storybook countryside retreat, know that it's absolutely achievable. With a little patience, some thrifted finds, and an eye for balance, you can create an interior that blends modern country warmth with the timeless charm of an English cottage. And most importantly, make it your own. Because at the end of the day, your home should be a reflection of your story, filled with pieces you love and memories waiting to be made. Until next time, happy thrifting, happy styling, and stay cozy.